instruct most of the riding classes at Missouri State University. This is Meghan Mothershead. She's a graduate student in the equine program. Okay, first of all, the horse perceives his world a little differently than we do. If you notice, he has really big eyes, and they're set on the sides of his head. So he has a separate picture on both sides of his head. The horse is naturally a flight animal. That's how he has survived in the world. And so if something startles him, his first reaction is to leave. If he knows the rider well enough, most horses trust you not to get them in a bad situation. If they don't know you very well, they may be more reactive than they normally would be. But it's important to groom them where the saddle goes, which is basically here, and then where it's secured under the girth right here. She's using what's called a rubber currycomb first, and basically that loosens the dirt and the sweat. But again, it's most important to get it where the saddle is going to go. The last thing they do usually is clean out the horse's feet. And it's important that they don't have rocks in their feet when they're trying to ride them. It can cause a bruise on their foot. The saddle pad goes on first, and it is placed in front of where you would like to have it in the end so that you can slide it in the direction of the horse's hair. Okay, she approached the horse. You noticed at his shoulder. That's the safest place for the handler to be. Some of the saddles weigh a lot, and they're hard to get up there. And you may have to kind of throw it, but you want to make sure that the landing is relatively soft. Okay, she's making sure that the saddle is placed on the pad so that it is even on both sides, and that there is saddle pad in front of the saddle, behind the saddle, and on both sides. What she's pulling out now is the latigo, which is the strap that holds the girth, and then that secures the saddle on the horse. She positions the bridle with her right hand and then places the bridle in. Then she'll slide it over his ear, his offside ear first. The offside is the far side. And then slide it over the near side second. That way it'll stay secure. Okay, the first thing she's going to show you is she's going to check her stirrup length. What she's doing is testing it against the length of your arm. You can get a fairly close estimate there about how long the stirrup is. Your arms, theoretically, and your legs are supposed to be about the same length. Notice she has her left hand on the reins. I'm holding the horse here, but if she was getting on, she would have the control of the horse with her left hand. Her right hand is on the saddle horn or the front of the saddle somewhere. Basically, riding a horse is like standing with a 1,200-pound horse underneath you. So you put your feet wide enough to support your weight, bend your knees, and now I'm riding a horse without the horse. So the ideal position is over the horse's center of balance. Your ear, shoulder, hip, and heel are basically in line. Then she will hold the reins so that her little finger is closest to the bit so that she can use her wrist, and then if that isn't enough, she can use her arm. So she's going to ask him to move off, so she moves her hand forward a little bit, opens the door, uses her leg or her voice, and asks him to move. Okay, when she goes to turn, the first thing she's going to do is look where she wants to go. Then she's going to open the door on the side she's going towards, so she'll take a little pressure off of that side, and then push with the other side, allows him to go that direction. If she wants to go backwards, what she'll do is shorten the reins, which says you're not going to go forward. She'll squeeze with her legs to say move, and then she'll use her hand to direct him backward. And when she's ready to stop, she'll put her weight in her heels, sit down, and say whoa.